For your next speaker, she certainly understands, like the rest of us, the risky business of change. However, like a select few, she also understands how to take that risk and turn it into opportunity, turn it into growth, turn it into success. If you would please, first off, let me ask you a real quick question. Could there be a better time to talk about risk and turning it into success? No. Not in today's society, no. Okay. If you would please welcome with me, Cathy Newton.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's see if you know these common sayings. I'll say the first part, and you complete the phrase out loud, okay? If it ain't broke, don't rock the... All right, one more. If you can't stand the heat, great, you know these phrases, but do you believe them? Have you bought into this kind of reasoning? These thoughts are not good thoughts, are they? No, you see, these thoughts can only bring you down. Now, sometimes we get trapped in change-resistant, cliche-type thinking. And your contribution in life really depends on how you view opportunity. Now, how do you know when opportunity is knocking? It usually comes in the form of change. Now, you know this is true. Just when you think you have one thing mastered, a computer program, a procedure, your cell phone, what happens? They change it. There's no escaping change. There is no dodging it. Really, the problem with change is that we tend to focus first on the skills, the processes and techs needed, rather than the person who has to implement the change. Now really, all change first begins with you and the way you think about opportunity. So the question is, are you change ready or change resistant? Resistance. We all know that feeling now, don't we? It's when we cling to the status quo and we say things like, why does this always happen to me? Don't make me do this. I don't know how. I can't learn it. And you know what? I'm not a good sport either. We tend to slam the door on opportunity and put out the do not disturb sign. Now, see, the thing is, are you change resistant or change ready? Well, I'm going to give you 3 strategies. We're going to take those cliches and flip them around so that you can dispel a change-resistant attitude and bring on a more change-ready attitude. Okay, so that first one, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, when you feel that initial resistance to change, you are off-center. And maybe you're not broke, but doesn't that need to be fixed? Okay, so there's a quick and simple way to fix it. When you feel that resistance, what you do is take a deep breath. You know, a big inhalation of oxygen and a nice slow exhalation. This is a powerful tool because it brings in pure, clean, healing oxygen, gets a pop of circulation to every cell in your body, and gets oxygen to your brain, where it needs it to think. A very simple process. When you feel that resistance, take that nice deep breath. It's like pushing the reset button. You are centered. Fix it. Okay, the second technique, don't rock the boat. Well, let me tell you, those negative emotions surrounding change, like anger and frustration, should not be allowed to hang around. They shouldn't escalate. They shouldn't stir up any, inappropriate words or actions. No, we need to rock the boat here. We need to release those emotions. We need to move them out. And see, the root word for emotion is motion. You know that a negative state and a positive state can't exist at the same time. Now, the quickest way to get a negative motion out of your system is to quickly bring in a positive one. Now, the trick is that you need a trigger. And a trigger is just some memory, something in your life that has brought you a wonderful sensation like delight, joy, appreciation, gratitude, something that you know works. Here's my trigger. I have a little granddaughter. This happened when she was 2 1/2. My granddaughter's name is Madeline. So Madeline, her mom, my daughter-in-law Susan, and I were visiting a friend. The friend had just made homemade chocolate chip cookies. So the friend asked Susan, was it okay if Madeline has a cookie? And Susan said, well, sure. So with the platter of cookies, the friend goes to my little 2.5-year-old granddaughter, Madeline, do you want a cookie? Uh-huh. Well, Madeline, what's the magic word? Ta-da! Wasn't that just so adorable? Because it was unexpected, right? What did we expect her to say the magic word was? Please. And then? Thank you, of course. But in her little 2.5-year-old mind, it was magic. Ta-da! Now, see, anytime I feel in a negative place, all I have to do is bring back that little 2.5-year-old face, her delight when she knew the magic word and throwing up her hands, and it makes me feel good. Now, you have to fix it first. You have to be centered. You have to be in a positive state. You see, and then you can use your skills. Problem solving, communication skills, conflict resolution, your interpersonal skills. But you and I both know that in times of distress, all your wonderful skills go AWOL now, don't they? Let me show you what I mean. I need for you to get a partner, please. Somebody sitting by you, just partner up. And I'm going to borrow from a playground game, one of my favorites when I was little, Tag You're It. You and your partner, I need somebody to be it and somebody to be not it. You decide now. Okay, thank you. If you are it, raise your hand so I know who you are. Good. Okay, it. I'm going to start with you. This is a brain challenge. It's like the game categories. I'm going to give you a category, a big giant category. When I say go, you're going to turn to your partner and you're going to start naming things that could fit in that category. I'm going to give you a goal. Your goal is 10. And I'm going to time it. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to get those 10 things out. Now, not it. Here's how you're going to help your partner. Zip it. Okay? No ideas. But you will count for your partner. Okay? So it, you don't have to think and do math at the same time. All right, here we go. It. You have 20 seconds to tell your partner everything that could fit into this category. Car. Car. Anything at all. You have 20 seconds. Go. Time's up. Okay, let me see it. Raise your hand if you met your goal. Look at all the people. Good job. Good for you. Now, you know that turnaround's fair play, right? So not it. The challenge is to your brain. It'll be the same game. I'll give you a big category. Your goal is 10. I time you 20 seconds. And it, you're now the counter for your partner. Okay, here we go. Not it. You have 20 seconds. Tell your partner everything you know about sex. Go. Your time is up. Mercy, mercy. All right, let's see what happened here. Now, I gave you both a big topic, something you have lots of information about, and your interest peaked about the same age, 14. Still learning about it, still important in your life, but I knew, was fairly certain, that car, there was no emotional attachment there because it's a nice day, we're all here, our cars are in a parking garage. I was betting that the car, you could turn to your partner and engage your brain immediately. And that happened. Many of you got 10. Now, sex. Oh, see, I knew that that is an emotionally laden word. And I'm so sorry, not it's, but yes, I set you up for this. Probably a little bit of embarrassment. Now, how many not it's got 10? Woo! Right, there are 4 or 5 of them. Wow, all right, good job. But most of you, you let that little bit of embarrassment kind of cloud up your brain. And it wasn't working for you, was it? Now, you see what? You used a natural trigger, though. What did you all do for 20 seconds? You laughed. Yes, laughter, sense of humor is a wonderful natural trigger. But first, you have to fix it. You have to be centered. Then you have to be in a positive state of being in order to engage your skills. Now that third cliche, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. This is life. This is opportunity. We must turn up the heat. But my time is up. If your people are faced with organizational change or performance improvement, I can help them take the risk to stretch themselves farther and turn up the heat. I'm Cathy Newton. The reality is, change happens, ready or not. Thank you.